Good evening, everybody. It's late. It is 10:59. I'm so sorry. I'm in the middle of Luna just for birthday parties and stuff. But I told you I was going to bring you this story. Before I do, let me... Oh, no, that's the other one. I want that one. So we're going to do our disclaimer. Sorry, guys. I'm dragging, like, legitly. So my patch is on, but I'm tired. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. I promise you that. So we're gonna... There it is. So this is the disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And like I've said before, we are all grown adults. We are all grown adults. I have no problem with people using my videos, and I appreciate people letting me use theirs. Okay. Hopefully you guys heard me on that. Anyways, so the next one I'm going to share, and we're going to get right into it. Okay. No, we don't want to do that. Can you hear my tree frogs? Make sure we got audio, because I'm not sure. And hold on. Oh. Hold on. It's been one of those nights. So this is a Lacrosse Man accused of burning an infant. Sure, there we go. So we got that. A Lacrosse Man was in court this week after he was accused of causing cigarette burns to the torso of an 8-month-old infant. Kevin M. Mulcahy, 26, was charged Wednesday in a Lacrosse County Circuit Court with neglecting a child, causing bodily harm, 2 counts of operating a motor vehicle while revoked, and 2 counts of misdemeanor bail jumping. According to the criminal complaint, a doctor found suspicious burns on the baby April 16th during a routine visit in which the baby was scheduled to receive vaccinations and called Child Protective Services. There were 2 injuries to the back left calf area that were about the size and the shape of a nickel, a third on the chest that was 1 to 2 inches long and a half an inch wide. According to the report, the doctor told police they were healed and permanent scars. Mulcahy told police he was alone with the child and cooking dinner while smoking a cigarette when the injuries occurred. He said he put the infant on the bed in order to cook, and she fell off. He immediately went to pick her up, and the lighter brushed up against her leg and shoulder. According to the report, Mulcahy told police it was an accident and he didn't intentionally notice that the child was injured. The initial notice that the child was injured, the child's mother put ointment on the burns later that night after she returned home and saw the injuries. Police say the burns are too large and oddly shaped for the burns to come from a typical Bic lighter. Mulcahy is also facing charges of driving after his license was revoked due to alcohol-related offenses and violating terms of bond forbidding him from committing new crimes. Y'all, I have a huge problem with this. Can you see this? I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I know this young man. He's the same age as my daughter. I also know the mother of this child, and I know his first child's mother. I know there's some history with illegal things. I know this isn't this kid's first rodeo. And I say kid because I have a kid this kid's age. Number one, I can't with this young man. I can't. I'm heated. Y'all don't even know. I don't think I can zoom in any closer. But is that a smirk? Because I'd like to wipe it off his face. Sorry. I want to go back and I want to highlight and reread all that. And when I read it, I shared it to my Facebook. And I had people asking me if I was going to cover this case. I am. How do you have such burn marks on an infant? Let's not ignore the fact that this infant, didn't it say the baby's age? 8-month-old. We'll highlight this. Look at this. 8 months old. Do you see this? A Bic lighter accidentally brought. No, that Bic lighter didn't. 8 months old. Permanent scars. We're going to highlight this. According to the criminal complaint, a doctor found suspicious burns on the baby April 16th during a routine visit in which the baby was scheduled to receive vaccinations and call Child Protective Services. Let's highlight this. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. There were 2 injuries on the back of the calf area about the size and the shape of a nickel, and the third on the chest, which was 1 to 2 inches long and a half an inch wide, according to the report. The doctor told police they were healed and permanent scars. We're going to talk about this tomorrow night. Because you put ointment on it. No. Because I know the mom and because I know this young man. I did some rabbit hole diving and it wasn't that hard to find them because I've got friends that have mutual friends with them or somebody that knows them on Facebook because it's a very small community. Okay. And I hope somebody shows this to this mother. I understand that's your baby daddy and you love him. But you need to love your child first. Covering up those wounds, those scars, that is wrong. Every mother should put their child first. And I can't get that in these people's heads any faster or any harder than what I'm trying and what we're all trying to do out here. Stop shopping at the secondhand baby daddy store, the secondhand boyfriend store, the secondhand stepmama store. There are sick people out in this world that are hurting our babies, killing our babies, harming our babies. And you're going to put ointment, because I'd like to know what he told you, how those burns come about a baby. And no, we don't even know when these scars happened or when these burns happened because they were healed, right? This was a routine visit for 8-month shots, right? So if I remember correctly, now keep in mind my kids are 30 down to 11. So you take your baby in 2 weeks, then again at 4 weeks, then again at 2 months, then 4 months, then 6 months, then 8 months. So the first 6 months obviously were clear, right? So what happened between 6 and 8 months? Well, I went back around that time frame on the Facebook, and there was some bickering back and forth between the mama and the daddy. And then I talked to a few people who kind of turned light switches on about his first child, her first baby mama, about when they lived in the West End, what was going on there. Put your baby first. If you can't put your baby first, give that baby to your mama, your sister, the great grandma, somebody. If you want to choose this man over your daughter, go right ahead. But don't bring her into it. Because clearly she's already been affected by it. So we're going to talk more about this little case. And it's a little because it's an 8-month-old baby with permanent scars. The Bic lighter brushed up against her? No, it didn't. I have a Bic lighter. I'm going to get the tape measure out. We're going to measure tomorrow night. We're going to talk about Bic lighters and the shape that a Bic lighter leaves for a scar. Because I have one of those scars. So I'm a little frustrated by this case, as you can very well tell, especially what's been happening the last few weeks. There's been so many babies, so many children that have lost their lives in the last 3 weeks. And then my daughter sent me that link. On a positive, happy note, I did show you guys in my video that I uploaded when I was doing the balloon arches. These are the 2 shirts that I have done so far. For Justice for Amari and Rest in Peace. I love this picture. Look at that picture. Look at that smile. I decided to use white shirts. I am going to do a couple different colors. These are both in a size large. I know that V wanted one. I just need to know her size. No, I just wanted to check too, because my press was acting up when I was doing shirts last week. Message. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I run a for sale site. You know, marketplaces out there, but we still have like the for sale sites. Look at that smile. We still have for sale sites, and I run one, and my admins were just messaging me. That's also where I sell a lot of my crafts, like the boards that I make. I actually got it glued to that table. So I will go over that on a different video, and probably not this one, but I wanted to show you guys all the stuff that I've been trying to contemplate, and something that we need to bring awareness, because I think it's time that everybody should be held accountable and responsible. That mom put that cream on that baby's wounds, didn't seek medical attention for burns. It's a cover-up, and I'm sick of seeing it. I'm hearing it and seeing it just way too much lately, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. None of us do. But I'm cranky, tired, cranky, not hangry, just tired. And the more I think about this, the more I just want to take a little drive and knock on the door and be like, what were you thinking? Why? I'm sure there's a couple dirty stores around, you know. Not even dirty, not even like that. Pure romance. Okay. Find yourself a toy. The toy isn't going to harm your child. The toy isn't going to harm you. Okay. If you crave that attention that much, then put that child somewhere safe. Humanity and society has become this gruesome. Keep Amari in your prayers. I mean, keep lifting his family up, especially his dad. You know, the shock sense, and just lift Amari's family up in prayers. And y'all have a good night.